Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Hey guys, 3D Crypto here. Hope everyone's doing well. And guys, as we all know, the Binance Smart Chain and the Binance Coin in general is doing amazing things at the moment. We've all seen that Binance Coin broke $400, and there's so many new projects and new innovative projects being released on the Binance Smart Chain on a daily basis. And today is no different. So I want to speak about a project with a very good backstory as well. The project is called SaturnVgold. And the whole point behind the project, it automatically and constantly generates yield for the holder, as well as automatically and constantly increasing the token's price floor by adding liquidity, which is locked into the smart contract. So the tokenomics work by applying a 3% tax on trades, 1% is an automatic yield for holders, and there's a 1% automatic locked liquidity added, and then there's a 1% burn. So the tokenomics are very good, but what I really liked about this actual project was the backstory. So it all started with a coin by an unknown developer, and they launched a coin with one BNB as a liquidity, and he renounced ownership and locked the liquidity, and that was it. And then a few passionate crypto enthusiasts picked up on this token, and they said, look, we really like the tokenomics of this project. We really like what this person done, and it was anonymous and private, and they wanted to build on top of that. So they got a few people together, and they said, look, let's look at the idea and the tokenomics of the 3% tax, with 1% being equally divided between holders, 1% to the liquidity pool, and 1% being permanently burned. So they go, look, we've got these tokenomics, let's build on this. So what they done was they went out and they found some companions, and they saw the potential behind Saturn. And that was a vision. So it's called Saturn Vision because they had a vision behind this coin. Well, to cut a long story short, they got together, the core team, and they a bunch of people got together, and they said, look, we like the tokenomics, but we can't use SATV. So they've got to basically upgrade it to SATV Gold, which is basically Saturn V Gold. And it was a mandatory step to build for the future because it had a few problems in SATV. The tokenomics were good, but they implemented a few important changes. The first one was the fact that the supply is actually being burned. And the second one was related to team funds. They needed some team funds for the team to go ahead and do some work, basically. So they went ahead and they formed their own project, SATV Gold. They got it audited. The audit, you can see, I will leave the link down below. It passed everything. There was no errors, and the conclusions were that it was a low risk, low severity contract, and it contains no high severity issues. So on the audit side, the contract worked perfectly, and the tokenomics behind the contract worked perfectly. So as I said, the team got together, the core team of 6 members, and you can find them all on their Telegram. They're very active in the project, and they went ahead and they, as I mentioned, they launched SATV Gold, or SaturnVgold. And the whole point is SaturnVgold, you can go ahead and purchase it on PancakeSwap, and it gives you passive yield. So you can go on PancakeSwap and you can go ahead and purchase SaturnVgold, and you can see the contract behind it as well. So if you go on Binance Smart Chain Scan or BSC Scan Explorer, you can see the SaturnVgold token. The total supply is 16.5 million, and only 531 people are holding the token as of now. So there's a lot of potential, especially if you look at the tokenomics. There's a lot of potential. So you can go ahead and you can actually pick up SaturnVgold on PancakeSwap. So I'll leave a link down below how to get onto PancakeSwap and how to use PancakeSwap. And obviously it runs on the Binance Smart Chain and it runs through MetaMask. Again, I will leave all the links down below on how to set up everything. So at the moment, you can see the price for SaturnVgold is very, very low, very low. So if you want to basically pick up some Saturn, it's like 2.5 cents for one SaturnVgold at the moment. But obviously that will increase over time as supply is slowly locked up and supply is slowly burnt, because that's the whole thing with this token. As it's deflationary, it has that 3% tax on all trades. And the great thing is it allows you to earn passive yield on your holdings through an automatic staking mechanism. So if you look at the tokenomics, you can see the initial maximum supply was 16.5 million SaturnVgold. The circulating supply is 12 million, which means a total of 4.5 million have been burnt. And then they've got a small team fund and marketing allocation, it's about 1.2 million. And then you've got a development fund, which is about 750,000 SAT. So not huge amounts. The bulk of it is in the circulating supply. And the whole point is they're looking for a rising price floor with continuous supply reduction and automatic rewards for holders. So this tokenomics is basically giving you automatic rewards, passive rewards, just for holding the token. And how that happens is through the 3% trade, because the 3% tax on the trades has different tokenomics. So it allows it 1% goes to the holders, 1% gets locked in a liquidity pool, and then 1% obviously is burnt forever. And it basically allows the price to steadily rise up. And if you look at the SaturnVgold roadmap, you'll see we're at almost at the end of Q1 and beginning of Q2 2021, and they've got things in place like they're looking for a lottery aggregator to launch. They want to be listed on exchanges, and I'll get more into that in a bit. But everything they've spoken about, everything they've done so far, in their announcements channel on the Medium, they've followed through with it, and they've done very well with it as well. So again, all these links I will leave down below for you. As well as SaturnVgold just being a token to hold, they've also implemented a farming aspect as well. So obviously, as we all know, on the Binance Smart Chain, farming is really big. And on SaturnVgold, it's no different. They've partnered up with Rocket Bunny, and you can now farm SATVG or SaturnVgold. So you can stake the native liquidity pool token, which is SATV and BNB, and you earn SATVG. And then you can even earn SaturnVgold by staking SaturnVgold. And then they've given a incentive that if you use the SATV BNB pool, there's no entry fee. There's no exit fees in any of the pools, but there's no entry fee if you use that liquidity pool to enter into the farming contract. So on Rocket Bunny, you can see they've got the different pools that earn you SATVG. Each pool obviously has a different amount of liquidity in it, and the yield is still very good. I think the minimum yield on each of these pools is 365%, but in some of the pools they are higher. So I'll get more into the specifics of what pool yields what APY in a second. But just showing you in terms of liquidity and kind of this total staked, you will see kind of at the moment the most SATVG or the most SaturnVgold is staked in the single staking pool. So where you would stake SaturnVgold and earn SaturnVgold. So that's where the kind of most movement and the most liquidity is at the moment. And the reason for that is simple, because it's a very cheap coin at the moment, and the APYs are really good in these pools. So a lot of people just jump into the single staking pools, and it will yield you a lot of SATVG very quickly. Obviously, as more people get into the platform, the APYs will start decreasing, and that's when it will be more beneficial to jump into the native liquidity pools of SaturnVgold and BNB. Apart from that, guys, there's a lot of partnerships SaturnVgold are doing. There's a lot of innovation they're trying to do. They're trying to partner up with so many different people and so many different platforms, and it's a good thing because they want to get the token out there. So if you go to their Medium posts, and they'll do these community updates on a regular basis, so that you can see they've partnered up with Rocket Bunny already. So this was something they've looked to do, and they've worked on it, and they've got it done. And you can see the APYs. So just on the single staking ones, it's 360%. And if you go into the locked liquidity pools, so like BNB and SATVG, you can see the amounts go up. So it's like 1,440% APY compared to the 360. So so you can either stake SaturnVgold with a 360% staking APY, or stake it in the LP pool, and then you get 1,440% APY. So these APYs do go up and down, but that's the nature of farming. So now is the best time to get into the farming pools, basically. They also aim to be listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. So as of now, they are listed on CoinMarketCap as a tracked coin. They are still waiting for the CoinGecko listing to go through. The team is still waiting on that. They put both the applications in at the same time. And as you can see, the CoinMarketCap application has gone through. So we're just waiting for CoinGecko to approve the listing. And then on CoinMarketCap, you can see all the statistics regarding SaturnVgold. You can see the price chart. You can see all the statistics. You can see where it's being traded. So it shows us it's being traded on PancakeSwap, and you see the volume down there. It's just under $8,000. But as well as being on PancakeSwap, they're also listed on Bank CEX. So if you go to the Bank CEX Advanced Exchange and you type in SATVG, you will see you can go ahead and trade with BTC. Basically, you can trade Bitcoin for SaturnVgold. So it is listed on an exchange. You can go ahead and pick up some SaturnVgold for Bitcoin, and vice versa. So if you eventually start farming and the price of SaturnVgold goes up and you want to kind of exit your position or partially exit some of your SaturnVgold and change it for Bitcoin, you can do that because it is listed. And these are all indicators of a good platform, good tokenomics, good listings on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and an external exchange like Bank CEX, as well as being on native Binance Smart Chain exchanges like PancakeSwap. All of these things together, they point to good signs, plus a good community. So they run community contests. There'll be meme contests. You can see as of now, there's I think 500,000 in the solo farming pool, just under 500,000, and then there's 500,000 in the SaturnVgold staked with 25 BNB in the dual farming pool, which yields you 1,440% APY. So the actual market cap as of now is about $300,000 for SaturnVgold, but it will increase, and that is just due to the nature of the tokenomics, the way it is designed and SaturnVgold is set up. So guys, that is all the information we have for SaturnVgold. I hope it was informative. I do really like the project. I especially like the backstory. I think it's really cool the way that the token was made by an anonymous person. He kind of renounced the tokenomics, and then this team picked up on it and built something remarkable off it while still keeping true to the original tokenomics and the true vision, hence Saturn Vision. And then obviously they forked the Saturn initial kind of concept to SaturnVgold. So guys, I hope this video was informative. I hope you liked it. If you did, please do go ahead and press that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and please hit that bell icon to be notified of my latest uploads. I will leave all the links for SaturnVgold down below. So if you guys want to learn more information or want to get into SaturnVgold or pick some SaturnVgold up on PancakeSwap, I'll leave all the links down below. If you've got any questions or comments about anything I've spoken about, please do leave them down below. Or if you also want to contact me about anything in general, then please do feel free to contact me on any of my social media profiles or send me an email. So guys, as I always say, you work hard for your crypto, make your crypto work hard for you. And until my next video, take care.